Hello everyone, welcome back my channel.
Diddy's Prosecutors Cite alleged witness tampering, threatening staff as reasons to deny bail. Prosecutors in the ongoing case against Sean Diddy Combs are citing his alleged witness tampering, behind bars, threatening, and punching his personal staff and more among the reasons to deny him bail. In court documents obtained Tuesday, November 25th by Us Weekly, U.S. Attorney Damian Williams and his legal team responded to Diddy's latest request to be released on $50 million bail as he awaits trial on sex trafficking and racketeering charges. A holistic view of his obstructive and violent conduct that is still happening presently, makes clear that there is no way to rebut the applicable presumption of detention in this case, the attorneys argued in a letter sent to the U.S. District Judge Arun Subramanian, who's expected to make a bail decision in the coming days. They continued, "The bail package presented by the defendant does not come close to ensuring the safety of the community, including from the defendant's ongoing efforts to obstruct this case, nor does it adequately protect from risk of flight. For all of these reasons, the defendant's renewed application for bail must be denied." The prosecution stated that Diddy's obstructive acts have demonstrated a persistent, brazen effort to improperly interfere with this criminal case. They cited examples of his alleged misconduct, including the use of multiple unauthorized means of communications while in pretrial detention at Brooklyn's Metropolitan Detention Center, known as the MDC. Diddy allegedly used another inmate's Contact Me SAP account to communicate with a family member as recently as Monday, November 24th. While at the MDC, the defendant has instructed family members and third parties to contact multiple potential victims and witnesses, the prosecutors claimed, noting that the latter group includes former romantic partners and former employees, most of whom have experienced or witnessed the defendant perpetrate significant violence. They alleged that Diddy, 55, often used coded language in his illicit messages and had orchestrated a social media campaign around his birthday on November 4th for the express purpose of influencing the jury in this criminal case. In the multiple calls leading up to the birthday post, all of which occurred on unauthorized communication channels, the defendant meticulously planned out the post. The video, depicting 6 of the defendant's children singing him happy birthday while speaking to the defendant by phone, was initially posted to the defendant's children's pages, but the defendant was not satisfied that it would reach the correct demographic. According to prosecutors, Diddy told a family member that he had been tracking the analytics and instructed a family member to instead post the video on his personal account for the explicit reason that he wanted to better taint the jury pool. They argued that Diddy's intent could not be clearer. He expressly wanted to interfere with the jury pool in this case through a targeted, public, social media post, and he caused his family members to make the post, therefore violating a court rule barring a defendant from issuing statements regarding his character or reputation. The prosecution also cited Diddy's alleged reaction after a victim filed a civil lawsuit against him in 2023, claiming that their participation in freak-offs was not consensual. Afterward, Diddy allegedly made multiple efforts to interfere with victims and witnesses by feeding those individuals false narratives regarding his criminal conduct. The prosecutors claimed that he used former and current security staff to harass an ex-employee who had witnessed him abusing the victim. Meanwhile, Diddy had allegedly recorded 2 phone calls with a different victim in an attempt to feed the victim a false narrative regarding their involvement in freak-offs, namely that they were consensual. As another example of obstruction, the prosecutors stated that Diddy has evidently deleted messages between himself and key witnesses, including a male commercial sex worker who participated in freak-offs and received a grand jury subpoena during the investigation of Diddy. They also alleged that Diddy's pattern of dangerous behavior should bar him from being released from jail. Over the years, the defendant's physical and sexual abuse has taken many forms, often in the context of long-term romantic relationships, the letter claimed. Throughout, there was a common theme. The defendant repeatedly and consistently forced and coerced women to satisfy his sexual desires. Often behind closed doors, the defendant engaged in acts of violence against women, including throwing them to the ground, dragging them by their hair, kicking, shoving, punching, and slapping them. The prosecutors stated of Diddy, he manipulated, coerced, and extorted women, including by p.